Welcome, welcome. G'day there. Welcome back to the race side. Great to have you here. Another auspicious day. Every stream is an auspicious day with the current climate of things. My goodness, it is going to be an exciting show. And it's going to be exciting because you are here for it. We're going to be diving into our discussion today about episode 5, Shadow Warrior of Ahsoka. We've got the whiteboard at the ready. The baby's ready to go, ready to rip into some theories, predictions, analysis. It's going to be lots and lots of fun. Before we get any further, before we delve into the world between worlds and the unknown regions, who's in the chat today? We have our very newest master here at the race side, Grand Admiral Thrawn in the chat. Great to see you, nice and early as well. CG's here, Lightning's here, Master Yava's here, Michael's here, John's here, Double A, DB. Oh, Dave's here, Chloe's here, Savio's here, Angelina's back. Oh, I love it. Tim's here, Sin City, Master Sin City, I should say. Clam Cakes, Rattle Shark. Who else is here? If you're lurking back there, drop your name. We're doing Ray Call. Who's here? Who's here? See? Clam Cakes, he gets it. Hey, here. We're going to have a great time. I'm very excited for today. We've got a lot to break down. A lot of things to kind of unravel together. But that's the best part about this show is that we get to hold each other's hands and go through it together. Ra's here. Max is here. Robert's here. Robert's lurking. Love it. Hello from Brazil. Or is it Brazil? I thought Brazil was spelled with a Z, but that's okay. Brazil. Brazil? That's my English accent. Oh, I love it. Rattle Shark. Incredible. Great to see you back. Davidson's here. Kirsty's here. Oh, great. I'm so glad you caught another stream. So glad you're in the discussion. I know. I am taking a break from chopping down many, many trees to come here. Jason's here. Oh, I love it. Hold my hand. Hold his hand. Someone just hold Sin City's hand. Damn it. Oh, I love it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I know. It's a Z, not a Z. I know. I don't know if that's an Australian thing or just a lack of English decorum or something. I don't know. Grammar. That's okay, Tim. That's okay, Tim. I'm glad you're even popping in. All right, well, let's get into things, yeah? Let's start off how we always like to start off. Lay on me. Give it to me. Your initial thoughts of this episode. What did you just first feel on your first watch? A lot of you, over 100 of you, in fact, were here for the watch party and the post-discussion show thereafter as well. So I know a lot of you. I know a lot of your initial thoughts with everyone, but if you weren't here or if you just want to tell me again, what was your initial thoughts on this episode? If you saw me tweeting a little bit this morning, well, this morning, your this evening, I had a lot of thoughts. I was quite shocked at just pretty much everything we had gotten, honestly. I think the rewatch after the watch party we had, watching again and then again this morning, still in shock until this morning. And let me share a brief story before I start to read all your initial reactions. So I have watched it 3 times before this morning. This morning I was like, okay, we're gonna do the show today. I'm gonna watch it one more time just to make sure I've covered everything, I've noticed everything. Can't wait for it. Put on the show. Sit down with my breakfast. Put on the show. I start watching the episode and it gets into the Clone Wars part again. We jump into the flashbacks and something just washed over me. It's like the shock had worn off. And it's like in any part of life where we're in a shocking situation, the shock kind of wears off and the emotion hits. I bawled. I instantly just burst into tears and I just started blubbering the whole flashback scene. It was so weird. I would anticipate that I was going to be like that during watching it for the first time. But it wasn't until my 4th rewatch where I just felt the emotion really hit that this is something that I have dreamed of as a kid. I just soaked up Clone Wars so much. It means so much to me personally. And it just, all those thoughts of like, imagining myself as a young kid watching this and watching it now as like an adult, fully grown adult, was just hitting me so hard this morning. And I just really broke down about it. In all honesty, really, really broke down about it. But I washed my face and then now we're here. But that's my little tidbit for today. My little story. So initial reaction, shocked, but I'm good now. I'm good now. Oh my goodness, it's 2 a.m. for Kirsty. Up in the middle of the night for this? Well, we are so gracious and grateful. Grateful that you were here. That's the right word. But I'm so glad you made it. Howdy, Sag. Great to see you. Initial reactions. Let's get into it. Best ep they've ever done. Hayden is peak Anakin right now, and he brought the house down. I totally agree. His acting was phenomenal. Praise Dave, says Max. The one as Anakin was Uncle Harlow. Revealed. CG, my only complaint was there wasn't more of Anakin and Ahsoka. Wanted to see more of them in Clone Wars. That said, I still loved it. Absolutely. Oh, we got some new members in the chat. Hang on. Let me open it up elsewhere. Let me see. Master Yava gifting out the love of the race side to 5 new members. Let me scroll. Can I see who these are? Oh, yeah. I love it. Micah, Taryn, Danny, Andrew, and right that dude there. All becoming gifted members of the race side. I love it. There's a few little polls and questions over in the memberships tab, so definitely check it out if you're a new member. I love it. I know, chopping down trees. It's crazy. Still processing, but it's changing my mind about Anakin, his redemption, how amazing Hayden was. Yeah, I always loved Anakin in the prequels. I think growing up as a really young kid, not really talking about it maybe like much on, the internet wasn't big early prequels, but on any forums or blogs or anything later in life until kind of now, I really wasn't in that kind of negative headspace of the prequels. I just lived in the bliss of the prequels and really loved him when I first saw him. And till now, it's just so cool to see. Episode 5 felt like home. That is beautiful. Real Star Wars, absolutely. Savio saying this show keeps getting better and better. This is Star Wars. I love it. I have to rewatch Clone Wars and Rebels when this season ends. Yes, and I have some really fun plans for us here on the channel once Ahsoka ends, because we are going to be in a deep depression, I predict. So we're going to have a good time. I'm thinking we're going to do some rewatches. We had a great time watching Rebels Recon before in anticipation for this show, which was really, really interesting. We're going to be doing a similar thing for the Clone Wars after this show. Just delving into the behind the scenes, learning more about, Dave and all the creators behind the Clone Wars. So that's going to be really exciting. So that's to look forward to after Ahsoka finishes. So don't be too sad. Fun things will be happening here on the channel even after the show. Chris Bolster coming in saying, Hayden played every version of Anakin so well. You can tell the character has remained and grown with him over the years. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's in his veins. Jason, it was great. Loved how they handled it all. I don't want details on what and who Annie was, or if there was actually a world between worlds. Yeah, I mean, I have a little bit of an explanation of it, but it is interesting, isn't it? There's quite a lot of ambiguity there still. Yeah, there are Anakin commercials all over now. Yeah, it's crazy to see. Like, it's 2023, and he's in, like, every, like, promotional material now. It's just wild. It's insane. All I ever want to see from Star Wars was live-action Clone Wars and or animated prequels. Now we've gotten one of those things. Absolutely. Second Son saying he's seen it 3 times. Incredible. My buddy felt a little lost because he hasn't seen Clone Wars and Rebels. Do you have a recommendation for essential episodes? Not off the top of my head, but I do have to say on Disney Plus they've put together an Ahsoka essential episodes of Clone Wars, which is pretty good. There's like 1 or 2 episodes pretty much per season that really pertain to a character. So go check that. I think that's just like up there all the time. So maybe check that out. But not off the top of my head. But I could probably let me write that down actually somewhere. That's a really good idea. Wait, do I own paper? Just write it on my hand. I'm just gonna write this in my hand. Hang on. Jesus. Ahsoka. episodes. Okay, all right. I wrote it on my hand. I remember that. Oh, I want to see Anakin and Luke reunite a father and son moment. As in, like, Anakin in his light side? That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. Kirsty's saying, absolutely beautiful episode. Absolutely beautiful episode. I'm trying to do a Scottish accent for him. I can only describe it as a magical feeling when watching. I feel in awe watching it. It makes me feel like a kid again. How's that? I got a bit out of it, but that was my best attempt. But yeah, I totally agree. I felt like a kid again as well. Brought me back to being 6 years old in the theater watching Empire Strikes Back. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Yes. Oh, Michael is on the money here. I think this is really important. He says, there's hope for you yet. The final line that Anakin says to Ahsoka. I totally agree with Michael here. I think this is saying this is not going to be the last we see of Hayden. Absolutely. I know. I gave him the love. I gave him the love, Master Yava. Give him the love. And wait, and Master Sin City coming in with another 5 gifted subbies. I love it. Oh my god, you guys are legends. You're all over it. So generous. Thank you so much, champions. It wasn't just Anakin and Ahsoka that made the episode beautiful. It was the smaller moments too. Jason hearing the lightsabers, the music, the essence. It really had the heart of Star Wars. Heart of Star Wars. I think that's very key. Clam Cakes is on the also great point here. Also, that is a hilarious profile picture. I just realized that's Harrison Ford carrying a giant box of Ritz. Brilliant. Love it. Huang holding Sabine's helmet was heartbreaking. Totally agree. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Andrew. I love seeing the photo of it on the Discord and Twitter. I'm so glad you're enjoying the Ahsoka love. Very happy you won. AA, 10 out of 10, chef's kiss. This is in the right direction for Disney Star Wars. Let Dave cook and make magic. He can do it. Hey, Jacob, how you doing? Give us your initial thoughts of the ep. Love to hear it. I'm sad that 10 years ago I didn't like the prequels. Now Revenge of the Sith is my favorite wholeheartedly. Anyone remember Plinkett reviews? No, I don't know. Anyone else remember that chat? I don't know what you're mentioning there. But there you go. What a turnaround, eh? It was obvious to me Hayden remembered his fighting style from Revenge of the Sith, Nick Gillard. This was peak. Yeah, I love the choreo in this show. It was really, I think they really did a great job. It felt really good. And he looked so casual, like, not casual. He looked so comfortable. That's the word. He looked really comfortable doing the movement. It was awesome. You know what? On the rewatch this morning I did see that. He was kind of running a bit heavy, but that was so okay. I was like, oh, you know what? I buy it anyway. You made an Excel sheet just for this occasion. What does that even mean? What is it? An Excel sheet of what? Colin come and say, I'm loving the Ahsoka show so far. I really wish Kenobi was given this much attention and love. I think we'll see more Clone Wars live action, maybe with Kenobi as well added in. Absolutely. And it's a difficult conversation. I see a lot of positives with Kenobi, more than most, I think. But it definitely has its downfalls, and I think that is in the production. I think a lot more of the downfalls is in the production value of the show. So yeah, it's a little rough, but you know what? I still love a lot of that show. No Scottish without saying you're not Scottish. Was it a good effort? Like out of 10. I don't know. It's a bit. It wasn't that. I can't tell what I was trying to do. Maybe Edinburgh. I was trying to do Edinburgh. That accent. Tell me you're Scottish without telling me you're not Scottish. Good effort. Oh no, I'm struggling. Hey Ben, how you doing? Happy to be here. Amazing and perfect episode. So hyped for next week. I know. I think the wonderful thing about this show is that we keep getting super excited for the week to come. It's so cool. It's so cool. Oh, amazing. We have even more new members as well. We got Bing, Jake, Diego. Oh, I love it. Enjoy. And NCT, 17, and Jacob. Oh, I love it. So many new members. So exciting. Bree saying, I hope we get more Anakin in the later episodes. Absolutely. 100%. Hannah, that a young actress, crushed her scenes and those lightsaber battles. Wow, she was amazing. Now we'll get into that a little later about. We'll break down kind of all the flashback scenes, shall we? You guys let me know when you want the whiteboard out, eh? When do you want this whiteboard out? Production value of the Kenobi show is baffling. Yeah, right? I'm like, oh. Imagine Hayden at his peak back in 2005. Oh, we would have made them as crazy to believe. Absolutely. 100%. Well, especially since Clone Wars. Right. Sorry, that's what you're saying. Yes. Oh, there you go. You got a spreadsheet. Who doesn't love a good Excel? Yeah. You know what? I've watched it many a times now. I'm still putting together my thoughts, to be honest. I think I was a little, I will say, I think I was too cynical straight after. And on the rewatches, I've preferred her performance. I've warmed to her performance more. Some of the best content I've ever seen. I mean, where do I even begin? I can't wait for the last 3 episodes. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be crazy, isn't it? Yeah, that was hilarious. John coming in with a $10 dues. Oh, big soupy to start us off tonight. I love it. Thank you so much, John. The mythology and hero's journey was so alive in the story. Dave needs the keys to the kingdom. As someone his age who grew up on the OT, that magic was missing. Dave brought it back. I totally agree. I think there's a certain essence in magic to Star Wars that is really, really key in its storytelling. And I really feel that in this show. I really, really feel that in this show. No, well, he's never been to Australia. Well, he probably has. Well, he did to film the prequels, but he hasn't been to a convention in Australia of late, and that is where I am. So no, I haven't met him. Although, actually, he's saying that. That's hilarious. I say that actually. I did get to see him. Let's get it up. I did see him when I was over in 2022 last year. Celebration. Let me go back to it. Bear with me. I got a really great shot of it. Stay with me. Or maybe I didn't. Hang on. Oh, I thought I had this photo. Okay, don't worry. I'll find it later. I'll post it later. Don't worry. When would Chopper increase his kill count? I'd get right. Very soon. Very, very soon. Using my free member super to ask the hard question. When are we cooking? And where is reaction cam? The question, where is reaction cam, is like, I say that in my head, like how Ahsoka said, where is Grand Admiral Thrawn? Like, where is reaction cam? I love it. We'll be cooking up, literally cooking, post Ahsoka. That'll be post Ahsoka. Maybe for the finale, but probably after the show wraps up. That's probably when. But wow, you've been a member for 7 months in City. Love it. Thank you, buddy. Diamond Figs coming in with a hot $10 dues as well. The parallels and themes used in episode 5 were immaculate. Truly, nothing I would change about the episode specifically. Love the layers of meaning behind the Shadow Warrior. So much to digest. That is such a great summary. Such a great summary, Will. I think that's exactly, yeah, the layers of meaning in this episode was just phenomenal. I think you can pull kind of a meaning or just a reason or something deeper in every scene and piece of dialogue that was happening in this episode. So it was super cool. I love it. And thank you for the big soupy, friend. Thank you for supporting me. Appreciate that. It means a lot. Hey, Zammy. Why were the flashbacks so foggy? Fog of war, fog of memory, saving budget, all of the above? Oh, I think it was a war between world things. I think it was like because it was a flashback, because it wasn't like a clear vision. I think it was just the fact that it was a flashback. That's what I think. I don't know why, but apart from the Anakin and Ahsoka moments in episode 5, episode 4 was a little better. Okay, hot take. And if you see my full review video, I say this. I gave episode 4 a 10 out of 10. I gave episode 5 a 9.5 out of 10. So I technically agree with you. Hey, Chicken Texas. Great to see you here. Julie's here as well. Oh, Bing's here. I didn't see you pop up either before. Also, by the way, I'm leaning more towards, I'm pretty sure that was real Anakin since he said, I heard the line before when she says, I won't fight you. Obviously, he was referring to Luke. Yeah. I don't think it's the sun. And I think this is Force. Essentially, he's not glowing like a Force ghost because it's the world between worlds. Like, it's a Force realm. That's why he's not glowing. But if he could come into the real world as a Force ghost. This is just how he looks in the Force realm. This is, yeah, this is my thinking too. Yeah, I definitely think it's really him. All right. Who's ready for the whiteboard? I think it's time to go. I think it's time to get in. Let's get in it, eh? Let's move the camera around a little bit here. Oh. How do I do this? How do we do this? Oh, jeez. Now, I actually left up the predictions from the countdown. I'm gonna stay there. I left out the predictions. I feel like it's gonna fall in some way. From the countdown to see, did we predict anything? Let's go over it. Did we predict anything in this show? So I'm just gonna put my Darth Vader sprinkler down here so y'all can see it. Love it. The legendary whiteboard. Absolutely. CG coming in with a $5 dues as well before we get to the whiteboard. Want to see Anakin appearing as a Force ghost to everyone else? Baylan, Shin, Ahsoka, and all the other main characters, even if it would be fan service. I think he's going to come as a Force ghost in like the final episode with Ahsoka and like reminder or something. Be like, remember, you're like a warrior. And like that'll be it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's my prediction. I've been a master for 7 months, but oh, that's so true. Oh my god. Today you were able to say you were the first. It was you and who else was the first? Someone else was the first as well. I think it was Ghost Rider actually. I think he was the first member, and then it was you. But let's get in. Let's get into it. I should have put everyone's names on it. I'm so sorry. We're gonna do that next episode. So the next countdown we do, I'll put names to these parts. So what was right? We didn't get Ahsoka walking away. In the red here, I don't know, did you guys call this or was that me? Someone at some point riding on a Purgle. They didn't ride on it, but they got in the mouth, which shout out Diamond Figs and Star Wars Sith on their discussion. I mentioned this. I called this. The Clone Wars flashback. Yeah, Ahsoka. We didn't see Ahsoka leaving. We didn't see the Mustafar battle. We did see Siege of Mandalore. Chat, who said that? Someone called it. That definitely wasn't my idea. Someone called that we would see the Siege of Mandalore. Shout out you. Just in the temple, we didn't see that. Who is Uncle Harlow? Still a question. We didn't see the Chimera. We didn't see Ventress. Surprise. And Captain Rex. Helmet on. And who? Again, this is why I'm like, we need to write the names on this thing. Someone very specifically said, we gotta see Captain Rex, but only with his helmet on. Ahsoka putting the hand out the Purgle. Yes, that was you, DB. That's right. That is right. Love it. Well, we didn't hear the words he spoke in the trailer. Yes, yeah, Julie, I'm with that. I think those words are from a Force Ghost Anakin trying to share a message. Where's my little wiper? Oh. All right. Oh, no. What's happening? How's the audio? We connected? We're still connected. That was terrifying. All right, let's go. Let's get into the whiteboard. Let's get into the discussion. Oh, God. Okay. Let's talk about we could talk about a lot of things. We could talk about the flashbacks. What happened to Jason? $2 news from CG. We didn't just see Rex, we heard Tem. Yeah, I loved hearing his voice as a clone. It sounds so good. The Mustafar thing wasn't wrong. How? What? Yes, it was. We didn't see Mustafar. Huh? I know, it's falling apart here. It's falling apart. But yeah, I did say it was wrong. Wait, oh, sorry, hang on. I misread this comment. Yeah, it was wrong. We didn't get it. Did I say we did? Maybe that was my bad. My bad. It's Force lightning. Oh, that'd have been crazy. All right, DB, we'll catch you next time. Okay, let's get into it, eh? I shipped him and Angelina. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, let's talk about the flashbacks, eh? All right. So, drop in the comments. What was your favorite moment? What was your favorite quote, moment, just element of the flashbacks? Hit me. Damn it, CG. Damn it, CG. Wow. Everyone giving the love to DB tonight. I love it. Not tonight, Dave. No clue where things are headed. Yeah, true. That's true. Can Vader use Force lightning? Have we seen him do that before? I was under the impression that electricity will fry his suit. That's a good point. That is a very good point. I think they said they cut the Mustafar fight because it would have been too what if rather than a memory, so it didn't fit the lesson. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Should I try it again? I think they said they cut their fight. The Mustafar fight, because it would have been a what if rather than a memory, so they didn't fit in the lesson. I'm so sorry. I'm trying every time. Oh, what do people love? The flashing between Anakin, says Master Thrawn. Yes. Flashing between... Oh, so this really isn't my handwriting. It's just because it's at like a weird angle. And I have to like do this in a weird way. That was cool. Oh, not Vade. Vade? Vader flickering. Yeah, it's so cool. Darth Maul's Death Watch, yes. The Maul. Oh, wait. Wow, that's meant to be an M. Hang on. How do you spell this? Mauldalorians? Mauldalorians? Very cool. Were they real or were they CG, do you think? Rudder Shark with the big soupy $10 dues for studio repairs. Oh, I sound like Watto actually. Republic credits don't work on them. It's actually the Watto voice is very similar to Anzellan. Watto, because Watto is just like the deeper version. Credits don't work on me. Ole. What did he say? What's the line? Republic credits don't work. Only money? Is that what he says? I feel like I'm getting the quote wrong. But thank you. Thank you, Red Shark. I'm going to keep the place in check here. Good God. Right, yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Is that in a comic or something? Is that somewhere else? Yes, correct, Angelina. Anakin remind me of Ahsoka how learned from his master, and his master performed the legacy from one master to another. The legacy. It's really beautiful, isn't it? There's still hope for you yet. Oh, it's so good. So the quote here. What? Okay, so talking about this quote, actually, again, of my handwriting, I look like a 5-year-old child with this handwriting. Okay, let's talk about this quote real quick. John's got a great point, because someone mentioned it before. I keep forgetting who's saying what. I'm so sorry. I think this isn't the last time we see Anakin. I think, and Julie makes the point of, we still have the quote that he says in the trailer that hasn't been heard yet. But particularly this line. This is the final line he says to Ahsoka. There's still hope for you yet. Oh my god, I can't fucking spell, can I? I cannot spell for shit, eh? There we go. Okay, so this is his lesson, okay? His lesson is essentially to strengthen Ahsoka mentally and to make her into a warrior. I should put it in quotation marks because he says that. I really think that's his point. And I had the whole video. Also, did you guys enjoy the video? I did this kind of whole explanation of my perspective and my take on what I think the lesson was he was trying to teach Ahsoka. But anyway, this is the lesson, right? So he's trying to get her to this point of being like the ultimate warrior. He also says another great line. Hang on, I'm gonna move this somewhere else. Crikey, on a stick. Oh, there's so many chats. I've missed like 1 billion. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm in a ranting mood here. Here we go. Okay, so that's the lesson. That's the lesson, right? I think she kind of gets there though, because the lesson is to again, like that's what his point is. Like he's trying to strengthen her, turn her into a warrior. Oh jeez. And the whole thing is choose between life and death, and she chooses life. Oh my god. She chooses life because she doesn't kill him. And also, this doesn't matter because this is a force realm. Like, if she, like, essentially strike him down, like, nothing would have happened, in my opinion. But what would have happened is that it would have changed her heart and mind. The first was better? Damn it. Damn it. Only money. There we go. I'm trying to catch up with all the chats. This is so hilarious. Too much. $2 dues from John again. Oh my goodness. Generosity is in the house today. Somewhere is better than nowhere. Yoda vibes. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Trying to catch up. What? You can swear, but I can't? Oh, I love it. I love it. There's so much to catch up here. I'm so sorry I missed it. I think there isn't to make a warrior, but to make her accept that being a warrior doesn't have to mean only fighting in wars. His lesson was to help her from the guilt about being a warrior. Oh yeah, that's an interesting take. I definitely think there's a lot of meaning in that. The warrior thing. I think the warrior is more of a thing of like overcoming. Let me use that word better. Overcoming things is more that warrior mindset, if anything. Chat, you guys are legends today. She was just surviving, living in the blame, holding it back. Anakin made her even smile again. Finally decided to keep living and fighting. Absolutely. Another $2 dues from John. Hope is Star Wars rebellion is built on hope. Absolutely. I totally love it. I totally love it. Yeah, overcoming, isn't it? Overcoming. Was does not make one great. Yeah, that's a good quote, isn't it? That's I'm an elder. I am permitted. Oh, I love it. Okay. Sorry, what the hell am I talking about? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Stay on target here. Stay on target. So she doesn't. Sorry, these my handwriting is just appalling today. She doesn't kill Anakin. This. The other meaning I get from this is that here is where she lets go of her guilt, or accepts her guilt, because I like the moment where they're back into the war between worlds and they're really fighting really hard. I think she's like thinking about the evil that he became and like trying to stop it, and because I think she blames herself for maybe not understanding it more or not helping it more or not stopping him earlier. I think she has a lot of guilt in that area. So I think maybe by her not killing him at the moment is her accepting the guilt, if that makes sense. I don't know. Help me out, chat. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you think it is that she learned? So this should be the official Whiteboard music. This is a classic. Ahsoka still needs to have closure accepting chat with Anakin, so pretty sure we'll see him again somehow by the end season. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too, because this whole thing I'm getting here is I think that the lesson is very much like she got to this point accepting the guilt. Oh, how's that quality? Is it down to 420p? What about the Wookiees? Jason, totally. She blames herself and is also afraid that she has a legacy in her. Yes, I think that's also a part of it. She's worried. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm like deleting everything we've said earlier. Yes. Yes, what Jason's saying here. I love that. So she is... So she's worried about the legacy within her. That's really interesting. Oh, chat, you're hilarious. Weekly Whiteboard meeting. I know, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Double A is full power, but definitely not going to full tilt Ahsoka. Not having Nicola. Yeah, I love the choreography though. I love Nicola, but also I love this choreography. I also think that the light side approach didn't help Anakin with Ahsoka. He pushed her with the dark approach, and she finally allowed herself to be angry and not just deny the dark side within her. Absolutely, Diego. That's a good take. I like that. He balanced her back. That's a good point. Sin City, she let her guilt, shame, fears of losing and letting everyone down go. She became the hopeful, smiling Ahsoka, just more mature and accepting that she can't save everyone, and so on. Better late than never, Joey. Glad that you're here. That's so true, John. That's so true. The throwing of Anakin's lightsaber was her way of showing that she's putting everything in the past and accepting it. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh no, actually I can't do that shake. I can't do that shake. Throwing the saber was symbolic. We have a new job. All right, let me know. What's my job? See? That's the war between worlds. It's the path. That's the saber. It's yeeting. Yeeting out the I don't know. The yeeting down. Where does it go? Down? Does space exist? Oh, I love it. I would love to have a Wookiee sidekick, actually. I'm not getting college credit for this. No, you get it for being a member. No, wait, that's corruption. I don't know how you get college credit. I don't even know what college credit actually means, to be honest. It doesn't really exist here, so I don't know. Is Anakin the father now? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's too connected to the Mortis gods, to be honest. You're a professor and yeah, pretty much. Lol. Dave, there's no issues I'm trying to get. What? I'm missing so much. There's so much I'm missing. She was never in the now, always moving place to place. Never in the mind. She was never her mind on where she was, what she was doing. Like you had once said, so she's now living for her friends and embracing the light. Yeah, I think that I kind of broke this down in the video where I say each flashback of Clone Wars was kind of a separate little mini lesson. That first one definitely was she needs to be more aware of the broader picture. She's so focused on like what's this battle? Why am I here? And Anakin has that line of like that's the point, as in like you're making your own point because you're saying you don't know why you're here. Where it's like just be aware, just be more in tune. It's interesting. Make it a call race Wookiee psychic. Yeah, we'll call him. What's the Wookiee be called? What's a Wookiee sounding name? I can't think of a Wookiee sounding name. That's really hard to do. Someone think of a Wookiee sounding name for me. Can't think of it. I don't think Ahsoka looks at herself as a Jedi in the old school traditional sense of the word. That's why it isn't directly involved with Luke's academy. She is just on a periphery helping at time. Yeah, I totally agree. I think she is on a journey to understand the Force deeper. I think that's her journey. It's not to be the best Jedi, it's to understand the Force deeper. I totally agree. Rattleshark. Oh, sorry, your profile pictures. Is that what's it called? Is that Godzilla? That's Godzilla. Fun fact, I've never seen any of the Godzilla movies. Hang on. What's the angle I do it? This is my impression of Rattleshark's profile picture. Was that spot on? Sorry, I didn't even read your comment. With only 3 episodes left, I think we meet Thrawn next week. They need to introduce him to the viewers who don't know who he is. Totally agree. Jason Edwards coming in with a $5 dues. It's half time. So I check my phone and realize class is in session. Damn it, how did you miss it? Oh no, we got the frame drop. The frame drop's coming in. Frame drop is coming in. Yeah, someone do that. Where's OJD? He's great at those memes. Someone tell OJD to do that. He'll make a good one. Ray Walker. Rare hairless Wookiee. Yes. She was a warrior for so long and then it went spiritual and then she needed to be a warrior, not spiritual. That's a good point. That's actually a really good point. A lot of her development in Clone Wars was like, and like, think of her Padawanship was just like all about fighting and battles and war. And being a Jedi or a Force user is so much more than that. 100%. Rayrush. Is that how you say that? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Chewbacca, yeah. Churero? Oh, what are you guys? This is hilarious. Yeah, it's Godzilla. Okay, cool. So it's exactly what the Jedi were meant to be before, and they got fat, comfy, and corrupted. I totally agree, 100%. She's more like Qui-Gon, absolutely. I think Ahsoka is probably one of the best. And for some reason, this is controversial to say. Everyone's like, "Oh, she's not a Jedi. She left." It's like, yes, but that's the point. Like, you know, they went wrong. They need to understand that she's probably the best example. Her and Qui-Gon are probably the closest, best examples to being a good Jedi. Even though he did and she left. That's fine. Yeah, she's not a Jedi right now, but she would have been the best example of what the best Jedi would be. Bring the Purgle drawing back. Oh, you like the did you like the Purgle? I bet you're a Purgle. Why am I so blank? Is that my face naturally? Jesus, why am I so blank? So the Mon Calamari ships are based on the space whales. Oh, that's kind of cool. The one that's kind of weird looking. It's like a big oblong. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Unpopular opinion. I'm kind of underwhelmed by the idea that Thrawn is back and leading the Imperial Remnant. Maybe it'll be cool to see, but I wish for something a little bit different. Do you mean like a different villain? Would you have a different villain, like a totally new character? Expand. All opinions are valid. Look, the day Thrawn show up, I'm staying off the net. For someone asking who is the blue guy, for someone critiquing to a cartoon, I'm gonna lose it. Yeah, like I totally agree with that, Julie. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna like enjoy Twitter when Thrawn shows up. I think because everything's like, his head's not big enough, and I think a lot of people. And to be fair, like I had my own like, young Ahsoka, but I warmed up to her. And even so, I'm not going on Twitter and shitting about it like every 2 minutes, being like, "Oh, Ahsoka's funny." So yeah, I think a lot of people are probably going to crap on the way. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. There's a big boy. I think a lot of people are going to crap on him, but I can't wait. I can't wait to see him. Like I think the key thing with Lars being back is that the voice is so critical. So hang on, I can't fucking figure out how to get it off the screen. There we go. His voice is so critical. I would much rather him look a little different but sound exactly the same than him look exactly the same and sound different. Do you get what I mean? You get what I mean? Yeah. Wow, we really agree on this. Yeah, I was like, ooh, I was a little bit out of it, and then after like 4 watches now, I've warmed up now. Yeah, Luke as well. Actually, that's a good point. Fair of vibes. The general Star Wars audience has no idea who Thrawn is. Clone Wars and Rebels were animated shows, and the live action audience didn't watch. I know, but there's a larger crossover nowadays. And I've said this before. I think I said this last live stream. It's like, this is brilliant that we're trying to get the whole, let's get the casual fans in, but also it is Star Wars. It is for Star Wars fans. Like I'm not just clicking a random episode of Marvel and then like being like, who the fuck's the guy with the green suit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you can get into it. If you want to get into it, you get into it. You know what I mean? And especially if it's like, if we see through a next episode, like we've had 5 episodes to warm up and to like understand what's going on. And to casual fans, he'll just be a new character. To us fans, he'll be the guy that we've seen in the books and the shows. So I think it is fine. I don't think it's a stress at all that we haven't seen him yet. I'm not stressed for you new viewers. City Sith coming in with a 5 dues. Wow, thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Flip your perspective. As Obi-Wan said, maybe the Jedi aren't actually Jedi, and Ahsoka is proper Jedi, as they were and were meant to be. Yeah. Yes, correct. Yes. Yeah, I totally agree with that sentiment. I think The Jedi aren't actually Jedi, and Ahsoka is proper Jedi. Yeah, I like that. I like that sentiment. That's cool. I won't be surprised to see if Everett doesn't welcome her in Sabine with open arms. Oh, what do you think that? Oh man. Oh, dude. I hope my parents are watching this show. They often do. You proud of me, Mum and Dad? Are you proud? Oh, so good. All right, hang on. I gotta fix the internet for 1 second. Hang on, stay there. Don't move. How's it going? I still don't think the pixel's up yet. There we go. Oh, we're climbing back up again. Oh, we're back, baby. We're back, baby. Oh my god. Okay, where the hell were we? My god. Kyle coming in. Just seeing your reaction video to episode 5. Great work. That episode was amazing, and I need Dave Filoni to make a live action Clone Wars like yesterday. I totally agree with you, Kyle. It was super cool, but thank you so much for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed. Ari, joining up the membership. I love it. Great to see you. A part of the race squad. Hope you enjoy your time. Hey, Papa Memes, how you doing, champ? 5 goes from a 10 to an 8 because no Shin Baddie. Yeah, true. That is true. Yeah, it's pretty insane, wasn't it? Thanks so much. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I'm so excited that you're having a great time. Appreciate that. Yeah, I totally, Dave. Totally, Dave. I totally want to see Ashley in this somewhere. Somehow. I don't know. Oh, there's so much. Yeah, it feels like it. I think as time has elapsed, she's grown. Yeah, that's true. The new Jedi lost their way. Maybe, how do I get this? What's happening? There we go. Maybe having Yoda run the council. Oh, why is the internet dropping so hard today? I'm so sorry, everyone. So long they lost what it is to be a true Jedi. Since he was so long-lived, they fell in with whatever he wanted or thought best. Yeah, that's true. Maybe just, I think it got stagnant. So I think it was so easy for the Sith to come in and Plagueis and Palpatine to kind of start their rule and execute their timing to be then, because I think the Jedi just the whole order was so stagnant. Hey, so stagnant. I do hope after this in the movie we can move away from this era of Jedi and characters and go to a different time. It is time to move on. Oh, okay. What time? Like post, like the really early movie stuff, or where would we go to? Yeah, surely Ewan's got to pop up all the time. Sorry for the most basic question. There's no apologies for any questions here. But what do you think the galaxy that What do you think the galaxy that Thrawn and Ezra are in are like? That's not a basic question. That's an incredible question. The rules of the galaxy are complete opposite to the ones of the current galaxy? This is a brilliant question. I'm not sure. I think there's going to be a lot different. Maybe it's not as developed. Maybe there's a lot of systems and species, but there's not a lot of development in a new galaxy. Maybe not as much kind of organized political regimes and things like that. Maybe it's more of a basic kind of galaxy of just different people, and the different planets govern their own thing. And I don't know. I could kind of see it being like that, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it could be a lot different to the one we have seen so far. All right, I'm going to come back to the center of the screen. Leave the board up there. Oh. Okay. Scroll back up if you want to see what I have the unpopular opinion. Sorry, yeah, I know I'm missing so many comments today. I'm so sorry. Was it this one? Thrawn to me was never evil, and I think Ezra would see that after a while. I think he just it's hard to say he's evil and he's not evil. I think he just has different points of view and different angles to everyone else, like ever. He's got different views and angles than the Empire, and different views and angles than like the Jedi or the Republic. That's what I think. I'm so behind on the comments. I'm so sorry. Shouldn't the Old Republic be nice? Yeah, I could see a bit of that, actually. That'd be cool. I love that a lot of these characters already have a backstory in Rebels. Lazy Pass just needs to watch the other show. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, there's no point being like, oh, but new people won't know. It's like, well, they can find out. Like, with that logic, you could never introduce anyone ever. You know what I mean? Like, you could never have an original character. So I agree with you, Lightning. I'm like, I really don't like that logic of being like, oh, but people won't know who Sabine is. Like, that's okay. They'll learn. Like, even in these 5 episodes, we've got to know Sabine very well. If we knew nothing about her before, we know she's Mandalorian. We know that she's, she has been Ahsoka's Padawan. We know she's trying to understand the Force. We know she's really skilled. We know she's like, a really good warrior. Like, we know all these things, and that's just from this show. So it's like, that's the introduction to a brand new fan. If they want to know more about her, go look up where else is Sabine Wren. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm still awake. Of course I am. It is literally midday right now. It's 12:01 in the middle of the day. Yes, I'm still awake. I typically don't sleep now. Oh, look, I'm happy now. Oh, that's so fun. I'm so happy now. Oh, Julie's back on it. Oh, I love it. We're going to do it for the finale. I'll post a pic in the Discord, and probably one more Darth Vader Alaska shirt. So heads up, because I love my younglings. Oh, thank you, Master Julie. Appreciate that. That is so cool. What would be like the Milky Way galaxy? It'll be Battlestar Galactica thing. Ezra and Sabine are actually Adam and Eve. Oh, jeez, imagine. I've gotten this question before. I don't know if it's this, but it is this. Hang on, let me get this comment off the screen. This is so off topic, but oh well. Look at that. It's an original. This came out. Was this A New Hope? I forget which one it is. Yeah, New Hope. So this came out in 1977. It's an original poster. You can see the original like tape in the corner, and also I've got it checked out by a poster guy, like a movie poster guy, and the creasing as well. And the type of paper. So this is an original 1977 poster for A New Hope. It's like a Coca-Cola endorsed poster. It's worth a lot. And my mum got it for me. I didn't actually pay a cent for it. It was like from like a family member not a family member, but like a friend in Canada. Like had it since 77, and then like gave it to like my uncle and auntie, and then my uncle and auntie were like, oh, hey, to my mum, like, oh, how I love Star Wars. She like, give her this poster. And so mum, they just had the paper poster, and then mum put it in the frame for me. And so, yeah, so it means a lot because it's like a family thing. And then also It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool poster. It's probably my favorite thing. Anyway, what the hell are we talking about? We'll catch you next time, Master Troha. Appreciate you. Hey, Jolly Jen. Great to see you here. Ben's here. Oh, Chloe's here. Oh, so many people are here. I haven't seen. Include Flute's here. I'm freaked they'll make Thrawn some caricature of an evil buffoon over top just to appease the new folks' need for a bad guy. No, I think it'll be the same. And remember, Timothy Zahn actually liaisoned and just checked over the writing of Thrawn characters in this show. They've got Timothy's direct help and to oversee the writing and how he's written Thrawn into this show. So I think we're in store for a really good character. I don't doubt it too much. No good evil character thinks they're evil is what makes them good. That's quite deep. That's quite deep, John. They justify in their minds why they are doing that. What they're doing, except maybe Palpatine. True, I think Palpatine's just the pure embodiment of evil. So did Jason allow Hera to hear the world between worlds, lightsaber fights, or is Filoni trying to install the idea that the Force resides in all living things, i.e. Sabine and Hera? That's a great question. I think I'm on the side that Jason essentially just amplified the sound and kind of almost forced, like if you think of forced like telekinesis and like force like taking control of someone's mind, it's almost like he did that in a very innocent way of, instead of like obviously taking Hera's mind, he literally just kind of like he was emitting so much force that like he almost put it in Hera's mind. It's almost like he was emitting the sound into Hera's mind. That's what I kind of absorbed it as. Check the Discord, baby. That is awesome. That is a sick poster. And I can master replica. Oh, that is awesome. That is so cool. Try, he's the goat. He is the goat. Oh, it is my Ewan McGregor sign. Oh, that is actually pretty amazing. Ashley was on set twice, so will we see her in the background somewhere? Will she have a mask, makeup? I don't know. That'll be very cool. But I love this fact. I love that she was there, and I'm sure she would have been there the days that I forget the actress's name, but young Ahsoka was there. I'm sure she was there to kind of give some pointers, perhaps. Oh, you think Harry tapped into the Force? I don't think so. I don't think it would have been that easy for her. Oh, yes, Kyle, I'm totally on this with you. I want some Jason content, please. I want some Tales of Jason Syndulla. Give it to me. Give it to me. Another great episode in a row, says Darth Nicholas. Those Clone Wars flashbacks were fire. Absolutely. I don't think Hera heard the sabers. I think she trusted Jason. Yeah, it could be. That is the Dave Filoni emoji. Spot on, hey? Spot on. It was absolutely ecstatic seeing Rex make his live-action debut and hearing him voiced by Tim. Yeah, I love Tamora. He's so great. He's so kind and wonderful. I love him. I love him. He's so cool. I love to hear his voice in it. Ariana Greenblatt, thank you. Blatt. Greenblatt? Not Platt. Yeah, that's right. What do we think? What's our consensus on her portrayal of Ahsoka? What do you guys think? Did you like the young Ahsoka? Do you think it was spot on? Did she do it justice? The presence of non-CGI clones have a sense of grit, realness, and humanity that was often lacking in the prequels. I do agree. I think, actually, if we compare those clones to the prequels, these had a lot more character. Absolutely. Oh, David! Oh, that's yours? Oh, sick, man. Thank you. Appreciate your Toshi Station. That's phenomenal. Ahsoka can finally heal from the thought that she was the reason for Anakin's downfall. Absolutely. She can finally heal from it. The accepting of the guilt. There we go. Accepting of the guilt. Yeah, look at all these collectors in the chat. I love it. Lightning, what do you think? I think Ariana's performance got better with each watch for me. Yeah, true. Mine too. The first watch, I was a little out of it, being like, oh, I don't know. And then, yeah, I definitely warmed up. I totally agree. Yeah, me too. I wish we saw Tim. Me too. I actually would have really loved that. I think it would have worked well. But I don't know if... But in saying that, would it have been too weird because we all would have known? We're like, oh, it's not dubbed right here and it looks funny. Like, would we, if we heard Ashley's voice but it was a different actress, would we have all picked that apart though? Maybe that's what they're trying to avoid. Yeah, she's doing a lot of great things. She was the daughter in the Barbie. Yeah, the movie, she did a good job, eh? She's great. And she's only 16. It's like, damn. Kicking goals. She did a fantastic job with the moves and the arms crossed with the Battle of Mandalore. Thought she nailed it. Very good. Very, very good feedback from Kyle. Her movements were pretty spot on. That's where I'm like, okay, this is where we got Ashley on the show, right? This is where we got the Ashley on the show. Because, yeah, her movements were really good, actually, in saying that. I really like her performance. Just wish it looked a little older in Siege of Mandalore. Yes, I am with that. But really, it doesn't matter. That's a good point. It doesn't matter. If this is all we get of Rex and Ahsoka, I'll happily take it. Yeah, I kind of get if they don't expand that more. I totally get that. Yeah, okay, yeah. Feeling the same a little bit. Oh, okay, Dave. I like this. So Ariana was a poor choice if everyone was looking for Ashley Eckstein's Ahsoka. However, as a portrayal of Rosario's Ahsoka, Ariana was a perfect choice. My take. Oh, that's an interesting point of view. You know, it is tricky with these different versions, animated and Rosario's, because I think we're used to the animation, but Rosario is doing a 10 out of 10 job of it. So, yeah, it's a little different like that, isn't it? Really interesting. Kirsty, do you think we'll get Balin's backstory in the coming episodes in Tales of the Jedi? I hope so. I really hope, like, I could definitely see... Because I made the connection, and I forget if I said this anywhere, I made the connection that the training sequences in Tales of the Jedi of Anakin and Ahsoka were so closely connected to the Ahsoka show. So I wonder if, obviously, Dave has written and knew what was happening in the Ahsoka show and goes, the next Tales of the Jedi, which is coming out next year, supposedly... will have Balin and Shin in it. That'll be really cool. Maybe how they became Master and Apprentice. That would be awesome. So cool. Do you think that Ray Stevenson also appeared in the Siege of Mandalore arc, reprising the role of Gar Saxon, made that flashback a bit harder than it normally... Made the flashback hit harder than it would normally be the case? Was it... I don't know if it was him in the suit, though. I think it might have been someone else, but that would have been crazy if it was him. It would have been crazy if he, like, took off the mask and it was like... Actually, we would have all been very confused. So, I'm glad that didn't happen. But yeah, it was very cool. I looked Ashley Eckstein in the eyes a few months ago and told her she was my favorite version of Ahsoka. She was so kind and humble about it. That is so cool. Yeah, she's definitely up there on the list of Star Wars actors I would love to meet one day. But that is so lucky, Lightning. That is so cool to hear. What a great story. I love it. Not anytime soon. Because... God, he looks like he was straight out of 2005 Revenge of the Sith, 2004. Just perfect. Perfection. Do we think we'll see Anakin, Ahsoka, and Luke together someday? Probably not. The red and yellow eye change with Hayden sent maybe the biggest goosebumps I've ever experienced with live action shows. Very close tied with episode 6 of Obi-Wan. Yeah, I totally agree. I think this whole idea that he kind of portrayed the Sith side of him to Ahsoka to really get this lesson across to her was really incredible to see, and that was a really well done moment. That is probably one of my favorite. That and the flickering between him and Vader. Some of the best just looking scenes that we've gotten. That young lady just killed Ahsoka. people forget Ahsoka was still only 17 during the Battle of Mandalore, so of course she looked like a kid. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I looked older than that when I was 17. I've looked the same since I was 16 actually, so I'm an exception. You better stop balls to the walls. That is a phenomenal phrase. Balls to the walls action. Lightsaber duels and more war crime committed by Chopper moving forward. Love to see it, David. Love to see it. I'm not an effects expert or anything. It could have been Ashley physically play a young Ahsoka and DH like they did with Hayden. I thought this too. I was like, she's probably the right height. Like Ahsoka's like not massively tall, and Ashley's not that tall. She would have looked young, and especially with all the makeup, you can't see her hair. Like everything on, like, you know, suited up. She could. I wonder if they actually tried it. My theory is they could have actually tried it and then maybe decided not to use her. So maybe. I don't know. All right, we'll catch you next time. Appreciate your wait. Yeah, I think that would have distracted. Oh, did I? I totally did. I'm so sorry. Yes. $5 redos from J. coming in. This was like 20 minutes ago as well. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. Think it's possible we get a Balin during Order 66 flashback. I also think he may have been expelled from the Order because of his daughter Shin. Oh! Now there's a theory. Oh, everyone write it down. J. Colin, is this a father-daughter situation? That'd be very cool. Nice little twist. I would love that. That would be actually really interesting. And seeing a Balin during Order 66 flashback would be really cool. I would be down for that. Not sure if we would see it in this show, but we could. But thank you for the $5 dues. Appreciate the support, friend. Means a lot. And Sag coming in with the $2 dues. Just inspirational. Just nothing else. Oh, I love it. All right, we'll catch you next time, John. Great. Thank you for your generosity tonight. We'll see you in the next live. What was the first Star Wars movie you watched, and how old were you? Do you remember the exact moment? Yes, I was 9 years old, and it was Phantom Menace. And that was in 2008? 2008 or 9? 2009, yeah, it would have been 2009. There you go. That was my very first Star Wars movie. Oh, I loved it. I loved Bald Ahsoka. Oh, so weird. She looks so weird. So weird. Bald Ahsoka. Love it. I just want more live action Rebels in the future. Yeah. Like, it's hard. I haven't spoken too much about the extra scenes, but the Jason scenes and everything. Hera has really, really warmed up to me. The premiere of Ahsoka, I was like, oh, you know, Hera looks a little funny. I'm like, this is Hera. This is Hera Syndulla. This is like it. Like, I'm so committed that she is the character. It's so cool. I love it so much. I don't think we should expect, nor should we, to get every backstory or every reason for everything like people these days all went or hope for. Yeah, maybe, you know, we had this conversation the other week too about the mystery of Star Wars is really key as well. Is that kind of your point? The mystery is still key. I kind of agree there. Sag, another $2 dues. Hashtag keep being great. You're great, Sag. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, friend. Just showing up every week. Means a lot. Thank you so much. I think it was more just showing her that she's been like cleansed. Like she's taken off who she was and she's become Ahsoka the White. Now she's something different. I think that's more the effect of it. That is correct. But I was like, what month did it come out? I don't even think I was born yet. So it did, but I didn't watch it until 2009. Will Ahsoka find the star from the new galaxy? Maybe she recovers it from an artifact thief, Thrawn. Yeah, imagine actually. That's a good point. I don't know. I kind of like the no staff. It's a bit too Gandalf-y if she has a staff to me. I don't know. Oh yeah, actually, I saw that. I need you to give me all the gossip about that, Julie, because I really want to cop a bunch of those. Because Phantom Menace is like my favorite Star Wars movie, so I want pretty much all of them. So when are they coming out? Give me the details. I don't know anything about it, but I just saw photos of them, and I'm like, oh my god, I need those. I need those. How do you think the Force works or doesn't work in the new galaxy? I would assume it's the same. Maybe it's a bit too complex to be like, oh, it's different here. I think it's going to be too complex to be that. Or maybe like, no, they get there and like every being ever is Force sensitive. Imagine that. Imagine that. Ooh, hot take here. Don't get me wrong. I'm loving Ahsoka, but I think it would have been way better as a movie. Can't wait for someone to edit it as one. You know what? It would have been a cool movie, actually. Much as we accepted it in 1977, there was a thing called the Force and space wizards and laser swords. Not everything needs to be explained. Take it on faith. Yes. But I think I personally agree with your sentiment, but I think film is just in a different space with that idea now. But I do think that this element is still important of not having the immediacy of every answer that we want is still important for a good story. I would agree with that. Force is universal. A scene from Mando where Grogu is seeing the Purgle in hyperspace and connected to a certain one. Is that the one that Ahsoka could have been in? Oh, that... You know what? That'd be super strange if we get a shot from like the Purgle's perspective and it looks to the side and it sees the N1. That would be freaky. Like, I don't really want Mando and Grogu in this show, but that would be actually really fun. That would be so cool. That would have been so cool. I could see that happening. Canadian Rage is hyped for Thrawn. That is a hilarious profile picture. Jeez. Very hyped for it. You're the best, Sag. We love you. I think the new galaxy will function the same as the other galaxy. I would imagine flora and fauna will be different, by the Star Wars laws of physics would be the same. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. This was by far Hayden Christensen's best performance in all of Star Wars, and I thought he channeled Matt Lanter's Anakin perfectly. Yes, it was a perfect melding of the two versions. I totally agree. Yeah, give us some Night Sister magic. I want some more Morgan Elsbeth. They will go fast. You got a pre-order? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I might have messaged you after the show actually, because I really want them. Did you know Hayden and Rosario first appeared together? They're not in the same room in the movie Shattered Glass. Yes, there's some really beautiful photos of them. Highly underrated movie containing Hayden's best performance. I gotta check it out. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that movie. Exactly. Of course, we want every detail, scene, and characters, but some things are better left to mystery, like your parents used to say when you ask, because I said so. That is so true. There's a sentiment they hold closely. That they hold closely. Now, we will be wrapping up very shortly here on the race side, but please get in your final thoughts, sentiments, ideas, comments that you want to say about this episode as we shift our focus and get ready for next week. We're dropping little polls during the week. Make sure you are voting for those. We go through them and analyze the heck out of them in our countdown show in the like the following episode. So make sure you are hitting those polls. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you're thinking. Now, before we end the show, I've actually got a little treat for you. We've got a little delicious morsel. A little sweet treat to end the night. If you didn't know, you can become a Padawan Knight or Master here on the race side. And for you Masters who are listed down below, these guys are legends. We have a bi-monthly, every 2 weeks, a fantastically fun exclusive Masters meeting where we dissect in-depth analysis of certain Star Wars ideas, concepts, scenes, books. We recommend comics, anything to one another. Now, we had a great session. It was almost 3 hours, 2.5 hours the other day. And it was super interesting. And I would love to share a little clip. It only goes for a minute and a half. And it's a little clip from our discussion that we had We're going to watch it right now together. It's a little bit about Anakin. We have Master Julie taking the stage here. She's explaining her recommendation of the week, walking us through the Jedi and Sith book she was reading and comparing it and analyzing Maul's character. So that's a little bit of the context of what we're jumping into too. But let's look at the clip and check out the little bit of in-depth discussion that the Masters were having. Oh, why isn't it working? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Isn't it working? Oh. Is it working for you guys? What's happening? What's happening? Why is it not working? I tested this like 10 times before the show. Oh, my God.
Consistent weakness of yours becomes your final failure. It will wound you deeper than any lightsaber could. And they go with this battle of words back and forth, and he once again becomes angry, and he's slashing at this, what he thinks is really Qui-Gon, but it's just an image in his mind, and he destroys it. And he ends up leaving Dathomos to go somewhere else to find acceptance and to quiet his rage. But he's like Anakin so much. He's never going to find that inner peace with anything. I think if Anakin could have found his inner peace, he still wouldn't have been happy with Padme being alive, because he still had this image of greatness in his head, just like Maul, acceptance. And Anakin tried to find acceptance. Maul tried to find acceptance. Star Wars is always about trying to find some type of acceptance. Like, even if we're going with Ahsoka right now, her struggle was figuring out if she could have helped her master, and Anakin had a struggle, and Obi-Wan had a struggle with his, and Maul had a struggle. Everybody has a struggle. I just found this Maul to be really, really fascinating. I kind of felt bad for him too.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's super interesting. I mean, I think it'd be pretty hard to find peace in a Sith temple, just based on like
true.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But I think something interesting you said early on was that Maul, it's less about acquiring power, but his fear is actually losing power.
Yeah.
Where I think Anakin's
motivation
is
that's a really powerful quote. Yes.
Yeah. But like where Anakin is like he's the one who he wants power. He wants the ability to save Padme. He wants to be the best. He knows he's the best. But
ooh, very deep. So those are the exciting things we get up to in our exclusive Masters meetings that happen every 2 weeks, and we have an exclusive chat. It's a great time. So if you want to become a member, which we've got another one, Kyle coming in as a new member as well, with this Padawan Night Master Nights. We're going to be having a games night and watch party coming up in the next few days. So if you want to be a part of that, have some Star Wars fun, watch some Star Wars things with us, you want to make sure you are a part of the nights at least, or just enjoy being a Padawan. But I hope you enjoyed that little clip. You won't get that much more. I don't think you will probably see much more from the exclusive meetings, because these are hours long, only for us Masters, where we sit and analyze and have a great time of Star Wars fun. Where's your soupy? Sin? But I agree. It's like, I agree though. $2 news just to tell me that Heroes walking close-up scenes of MVP. They are like really long too. Like they are focusing. So yeah, I get you. I know. I'll keep practicing. Oh, it's phenomenal. Well, gang, this is where we wrap up the show. We've had a great discussion. This has been awesome. This has been such a fun day. We'll like I said, some of the different member tiers I'll be chatting to you over the weekend, hanging out a little bit more. But if you are just here to enjoy the vibes, enjoy the little polls I'll be popping up over the next few days, and I cannot wait for our live shows next week and getting into episode 6. Hearing talk to Jason was hilarious. That was actually good. That was very well done Star Wars comedy. Very well done, Star Wars comedy. And thank you for those $2 dues. All right, gang, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to go back and rewatch this episode another 10 times, and I hope you do as well. Appreciate you. Much love. And remember to always choose the race side.
The Bendu, not the Bendu. May the Bendu be with you.
Oh, we need to see the Bendu in this show, I swear.
I am the Bendu. I am not light, nor am I dark. I am the Bendu.
It's so good. Where is he? He died. Did he die? Or did he... You know what? The Bendu didn't really die. He kind of like turned into a cloud of smoke. So maybe he was in the flashbacks. Oh my god, that's what the smoke was in the flashbacks.
It was the Bendu showing the Force.
Yeah. Oh, gee, Sin City, crikey on a stick. Isn't it good? Is my Bendu good? Appreciate my Bendu.
My Bendu.
The way he says, the way he goddamn says, the way he says Kanan Jarrus.
Kanan Jarrus.
They're so good. I gotta find the clip. We gotta look at the clip. Hang on. Bendu saying Kanan Jarrus. We gotta end this. It is so good. Saying Kanan Jarrus. So funny. When does he say it? Hang on. Stay here, everyone. This is so funny. Okay, hang on. How do I get it up? Oh god.
Your imbalance woke me from a deep slumber.
Imbalance?
Deep
Your presence
slumber.
is like a violent storm in this quiet world.
You're a force wielder. But you're not a Jedi.
Wielder? Jedi and Sith wield the Ashlar and Bogan, the light and the dark.
Light in the
I'm
dark.
the one in the middle.
I'm the one in the middle.
Why do you say it like that? Why do you say it like
I am the one in the middle.
Bendu.
I'm
do
the
you call
Bendu.
yourself?
he said that. He said that. Hang on.
I am Kanan Jarrus.
I'm the one in the middle, the Bendu. What do you call yourself?
I am Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
You carry conflict with you, Kanan Jarrus.
Yeah,
Jedi.
there it is.
Kanan Jarrus. Kanan Jarrus.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Oh my god, that is so good.
Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
You carry conflict with you, Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
It's this.
Ah, interesting.
Oh, it's classic. Oh, dude, let's go all go watch just the Bendu episode. How good is it? Oh, I love it. Okay, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. All right. How do I end this show again? All right. Okay, bye. Love you all. Jesus.
Rawr.